Peace and salute. Peace and salute to everybody. Hopefully everything sounds good. And I'm gonna play a track, see who comes up in here, man. It's good to be live.
You better get ready. The times are coming when the sinner must die.
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn.
Reach!
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn. I
Power
get
to
money.
override government by corporate elitists. The corporations write laws that government keeps secret. Private prisons keep you in damn chains while funding legislators, judges, and presidential campaigns. Government propaganda appear pompous, but science is not science when theories is funded by fear.
Sinner, you better get ready. The times are coming when the sinner must die.
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn.
Reach!
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn. I
Power
get
to
money.
override government by corporate elitists. The corporations write laws that government keeps secret. Private prisons keep you in damn chains while funding legislators, judges, and presidential campaigns. Government propaganda appear pompous, but science is not science when theories is funded by fearmongers. Warmongering and profiting off of corpses is morbid. The poor get deported, the middle class get extorted. It's corporate, the criminals are those the IRS won't audit. Ponzi scheme make the cake off it, Bernie made off it. We celebrate giving thanks, having parades at Macy's while we invade lands, bomb hospitals, and kill babies. Mutilate human life, make hate, lie, take, rob, steal, or break, kidnap, murder, rape for the money.
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn.
Reach!
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn.
Reach for it! It ain't worth the paper it's printed on. Backed by the Pentagon. Ass kicking going on. Gross national product. Meaning war is the answer. Another missile.
Officer, overseer, gun kill, nightstick, chokeholds. Your clan hero, Margaret Sanger, population controller, eugenicist, globe owner. You can buy shares, operation, depopulation. The Bill Gates billionaire, speaking prejudice from tongue where the venomous come from and the heretic scum run. Begin Genesis 1-1. The government become God, bomb mosques and burn churches. Kill for black liquid beneath the earth's surface. DDT in the 1940s. Now it's genetically modified organisms created in laboratories. Toxic edible chemicals poisoning the nation. Cause Monsanto runs the Food and Drug Administration. Contaminate your DNA. Agent Orange inventors responsible for murdering 4 of my family members. I chase JP Moore till he's gone. Tell Wells how far I go and keep your circus act sideshow. Fuck the money.
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn.
Reach!
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn.
Reach for it! Accountants, bean counters, lawyers change the planet. The workers, players, and the artists go damn it. How high you jump for this dollar? Bust the light. It's God you trust for this paper, right? Reach for it!
Encore when the bars from the guard roar, bombs galore, strategic tacticians, soldiers in the art of war, police with fire hoses, harming the poor, military designated regions in the city, part of martial law, doctors prescribing pills for non-existent conditions, cause pharmaceutical companies are in bed with the physicians, push false diagnoses and drug your brains, make Pablo Escobar drug hustle look like chump change, no need for discipline, feed the children Adderall and Ritalin, prescription medicine, synthetic heroin and Dexedrine. Use your kids as guinea pigs, their mind and bodies. Turn them into drug-induced suicidal zombies. Hit like a plane in the sky when they fly in the tower. The more afraid people are, the more government gain power. That's why I'm fighting that power like Mr. Chuck riding Howard. When I'm riding, I'm arriving like on the island of Okinawa. Fuck the money.
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn.
Reach!
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn. I get money. Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn. I get money. Money make the globe turn. Globe turn. I get money. I get money. Globe turn. I get money. I get money.
Money talks, but God left the room. Sinner, you better get ready. The times are coming when the sinner must die.
Money.
Know how people fucking think out there, and fuck, it's gotta be that way. They gotta tell you that thou shalt not kill shit and all of that. But that's not the way the world works, cause I'm out there every fucking day living it. Who the fuck knows what God wants?
You better get ready. The times are coming when the sinner must die.
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn.
Reach!
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn. I
Power
get
to
money.
override government by corporate elitists. The corporations write laws that government keeps secret. Private prisons keep you in damn chains while funding legislators, judges, and presidential campaigns. Propaganda appear pompous, but science is not science when theories is funded by fearmongers. Warmongering and profiting off of corpses is morbid. The poor get deported, the middle class get extorted. It's corporate, the criminals are those the IRS won't audit. Ponzi scheme, make the cake off it, Bernie made off it. We celebrate giving thanks, having parades at Macy's while we invade lands, bomb hospitals and kill babies. Mutilate human life, make hate, lie, take, rob, steal, or break, kidnap, murder, rape for the money.
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn.
Reach!
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn.
Reach for it! It ain't worth the paper it's printed on. Backed by the Pentagon. Ass kicking going on.
Money.
Gross national product. Meaning war is the answer. Another missile. Duck.
Officer, overseer, gun kill, nightstick, chokeholds, your clan hero, Margaret Sanger, population controller, eugenicist, globe owner, you can buy shares, operation, depopulation, the Bill Gates billionaire, speaking prejudice from tongue where the venomous come from, and the heretic scum run, begin Genesis 1-1, the government become God, bomb mosques and burn churches, kill for black liquid beneath the earth's surface, DDT in the 1940s, now it's genetically modified organisms created in laboratories, toxic edible chemicals poisoning the nation, cause Monsanto runs the Food and Drug Administration, contaminate your DNA, Agent Orange inventors responsible for murdering 4 of my family members. I chase JP Moore till he's gone, tell Wells how far I go, and keep your circus act sideshow, fuck the money.
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn.
Reach!
Money make the globe turn. Money make the globe turn.
Reach for it! Accountants, bean counters, lawyers change the planet. The workers, players, and the artists go damn it. How high you jump for this dollar? Bust the light. It's God you trust for this paper, right? Reach for it!
Encore when the bars from the guard roar, bombs galore, strategic tacticians, soldiers.
Well, can y'all hear me? Peace, Dean, Serrata, Soama, Sir Drop. Hopefully the vocals are good. Because if not, it started off fine. All right, good. Thanks, Dean. Man, I was getting nervous for a minute. I'm like, man, it started off good, and then they booted me out. I'm like, here we go. So y'all been seeing them pictures I've been posting. I appreciate everybody that leaves comments. I've been spending hours and hours looking at pictures and reading about the buildings, and I watch a lot of Divergent too, and about them incubator babies, man. I don't know, man. It's a strong possibility. You know, I don't put it past these elite bums. See how I used? How can you be an elite bum? That don't even make sense, right? It's to the point where I don't even trust anything I read anymore. It's like, if these people lied about the Bible, and I mean, what wouldn't they lie about? This whole system is rigged. Fulcrum integrity, peace. I like that. The lighthouse. The lighthouses alone destroy the globe. They wouldn't be possible on a globe, a lighthouse. I wish I had some pictures. Yeah, pictures to show. But I also been finding a lot of pictures with these giants. Yeah, come up, Dean. Try to keep this phone going as long as I can. I'm about to bring my phone tomorrow, my other one, and just spend the money to get it fixed. I'm so cheap, like my grandfather used to be. I used to laugh at him for being cheap. Now I understand why he was cheap. Yeah, we do, Dean. There's a lot to discuss about these giants. I was watching this channel called what's the dude's name? He's talking about 3D printing. I think it was Paul Cook, something like that. I'm doing good, Sarada Amaru. How are you? Oh yeah, it's Monday already over there. Damn, Dean, I forgot it's Monday morning over there, living in the future. I missed everybody myself. I wonder what's up with Lucid and everyone else. Anyone seen Lucid? I mean, I talk to him, but I try not to bother people too much. Especially with his newborn son. That son's probably keeping him up late, probably all night sometime. But yeah, if people like search, you might be looking for hours, but there's paintings for sure that have them giants, and I posted pictures, and I found tons of pictures. about the reset. I found this Chinese website in Chinese, but I got tons of pictures. I think I posted some of them, and it shows just everything filled with dirt and grass. And in order for something to be filled with dirt, I mean, people had to be absent for hella long. And when I see pictures like that, I question what's true about history, you know? Where did all the people go? And this is all over the realm. Everywhere, people are absent for a good 100, 200 years. Shit, we might not even be from this realm. Some of us. All the architecture with these giants. I mean, there's paintings with the giants and people our size, and people say, well, the giants died in a mud flood. Well, that don't make sense because we're shorter than them. So how come we not, was that a selective mud flood? It just killed the giants? When people say stuff like that, it reminds me of the Bible. So selective. I knew that was Paula. Yeah, I agree, Paula, for sure. Shit, we all been through genocide. That's one of the main reasons I turn my back on all the religion, and the system is the same. But when you really look into the genocides of these religions, it's crazy. A lot of like people that I know that are religious fail to admit it. They don't want to admit it. They just want to. They'll be like, oh well, that's those religious people, and I was watching some video. I try to stay away from religion, and I don't want to say the guy's name because I still got respect for him. He's on his own spiritual path, and I try not to. I don't want to down nobody, because in time, everyone's on their own path, so everything's in time. But I analyze how a lot of like religious people, they say this the last days, and they sit there and they down people and call them satanic and they're garbage. And I really think, and is that really a Christian or any other religious way? Shouldn't they be like praying for them people and trying to lift them up instead of downing them? Like when I was Christian, or I don't even know if I was Christian, when I would go to church, I would pray for Satan. That's just how I was. But, I personally don't think there's no Satan, none of that stuff, but that's just me. But I brought up religion because of the giants are talked about very briefly in religion. And all they do is say they eat people and they're fallen angels and evil. Now, is that concept made up to hide the truth? Could the giants be the people like really in power? Could they be the ones that genetically modified and created smaller people? I don't know, but it's very interesting. Like that guy Divergent seems to think we're not special. We're not like gods or anything, and that's fine. That's his perception or perspective. If we were created from the giants' genetics and they're the gods, we're just lesser versions of the gods. They're like a 1965 Chevy and we're like a 2020 Chevy. Yeah, I agree, Paul. I'm working on some pictures about Saturn worship and how all religions, you know, there's people that worship Yahweh and they say, oh, the Christian cross is this and that, um, and it's not a true symbol. I could probably almost agree with that. But however way you want to look at it, I try to talk to my friends that are religious and or even people who question damn near everything but their religion. And I try to bring up to my friends that the same people who give you the system wrote that damn book and all the other books. I was trying to play that song. No, I don't have an IG yet. I should make one. I should definitely make one. I mostly just go on YouTube. I got Facebook. I haven't been on there in probably over a year and a half. I'm gonna try to stay live as long as possible. I know I probably only have an hour with these cheap phones. That's why I'm bringing my phone to get fixed, my Moto G. But I could go freaking 6-7 hours with that phone. I hate these cheap phones. If you ever see a phone with a battery that comes out the back, you know they're junk. Yeah, they speak against all the people in the government but fail to realize they're the ones who brought religion. It's the same thing, government, religion. I used to talk to these Jehovah's Witnesses and they used to tell me, I used to date this woman, or actually, yeah, I'll say a woman. When I was in high school, her mother was a Jehovah's Witness, and she used to tell me when the government and religion mix, that's when the world is gonna end. And even at a younger age, I would question how long have they been selling this freaking package to people about one day someone's gonna fall from the sky and save everybody. And I used to think, I probably said this before, why wait for someone to come save? We could save our fucking self now. Just like the whole Trump thing that went on. Everyone said Trump was going to save the day until he lost. Then what? And people still hang on to it. I don't know what it's going to take for people to actually come together and for us to do something about everything. Shit, it might not even happen in my lifetime. Even though I would love to be there when it does. Especially that gematria. Where's Deion Sandals? I've been looking into that gematria a lot, and I'm fully convinced that that stuff's factual. I couldn't believe that September event stuff, how much aligned, how much is symbols and stuff is in names, dates, hours. I've been looking into ley lines, and the ley line goes right, I think it might go through my city. It goes right under Hartford. And my city's right next to Hartford. Philadelphia, New York City, Washington, D.C., shit, all the way to England. It's one straight big line. What's the name of them stones? I don't know. They're in England. Yeah, I almost gave up. If I didn't meet everybody that comes through, man, and like-minded people that really want solutions, I was almost ready to fall back for good, because through the years, it's just I feel like people just want to, I don't know, talk. And that's fine. I get it, man. The only way to wake people up is to talk and to show evidence, but sometimes when I'm in a negative mind state, it's like, what is it going to take? I thought for sure that event that happened with the was going to open people's eyes, but for some reason they got rocked right back to sleep. All right, Dean, man, have a good day, bro. Triple OG. We'll talk. Salute to Dean, man. At his age, he's going to work. I give him props. Stay busy. For some reason, I just thought someone told me, this guy who works out, he said the body's how much percent water? I think 75, 80%, something like that. So he compared it to people doing time in prison, how they just lay around and they don't do nothing. He said, think about a pond that doesn't have no flowing water. What happens to stagnant water? He goes, well, if your body isn't moving and you ain't working out, your body's stagnant, like stagnant water. When he compared that, I was like, wow, that makes sense. And I think that's why when pharma pumps people full of that shit and they're always laying around all day screwed up and they just can't do nothing because the medication is just annihilating them. They slowly are dying. But I don't give medical advice. That's just my opinion. What do I know, though? But I've been fascinated with these giants and this architecture. But as far as that 3D printing, Paul Cook showed some really good evidence. And I could agree with that. But I don't think everything's 3D printed, especially those granite bricks, those old buildings that are made of granite. I don't think you could 3D print granite. Some bacalao. Thank you, Serrata. Fish is banging. With some rice and beans. And some greens. Damn, I'm getting hungry. Where was I? I want to know who took these pictures and why they let these pictures out. Damn Harleys. Because that's some hardcore evidence of around this realm of an absence of human life, especially Divergent. I know I talk about him a lot, but he's like one of the few channels that's worth watching that's left. And I enjoy, because he's on the same page as me with my research. DIC, the Naga Genie piece. He's about where I am with my research, and a lot of the stuff he shows, Especially what was that effect I showed? The one with the lightning strikes, and he showed how when people get hit by lightning, you could see the lightning through the body, and then he compared that to uh, balloon footage. I don't want to say satellites because they don't exist, but the ground was definitely hit with some high energy weapons. And when they say the war in the heavens, I think they meant a war with like flying crafts. There's so many questions I have, but there was some type of high energy war. Full A peace. For sure there was some type of high energy war. There's no doubt about it. AI, peace. People say the deserts were used to have water, and I could agree with that too. I think some of the deserts had water, but I also think some of the deserts were nuked to smithereens. Um, this realm probably was so amazing back in the day until the savages came and started cutting everything down and destroying everything as usual. All these London man brought up the insectoids in that part 6. And yeah, I agree with that for sure to an extent because Oh, there we go. Well, if this phone dies, I'll just grab my other tablet and see what I can do with that. But what the hell was I talking about? Yeah, them incubator. I need more evidence on that. I think all them babies or children that were in the trains, their parents were just shot and taken. So many questions. Wrong button. Yeah, I just went live. I really don't have like a kept freezing up. I don't know. It's crazy. StreamYard. They suck. Yeah, I just went out because the Halo keeps freezing, so I don't know if people can hear me. Plus, I've been working on videos, writing tons of lyrics, and writing some pretty deep tracks. Hopefully, the government will hear what I gotta say. They'll probably send the FBI to my house and put me in jail with all the people like Leonard Peltier. So what should we talk about? There's so many different topics. I got some more pictures I'm gonna post on the community post. Like when I think of the Giants, I look at us as being the gnomes. I was looking at a insect, and I was thinking from the micro to macro level and thinking of a Titan, how the Titan would have to look at us like a fucking little, we would be little insects to that Titan. Hold on. Let's see, is this set up right? Settings. So, oops. Orphan Annie, peace. I had to switch to my tablet because this phone was, for some reason, it was booting me out. Couldn't take it no more. It's freezing up. That's when I've come to learn all these phones are junk. All the ones that used to be out with batteries in the back are just pure junk. They can't even hold a StreamYard thing. I wonder what Lucid's doing. I should try to call him. Tell him to come up. I'm not wasting it. Just thinking about wasn't I don't want to talk about that. They'll give me a spanking if I talk about that. What do people want to talk about? If anyone wants to come up, I think the link, the leak. I would love to smack Joe Biden right in his, or shall I say, Obama's slave. We all know Obama's running the show in the basement in his tidy whities. Anytime someone tells me God is going to destroy everything, I tell them, really? Why? We're doing a great job ourselves. Would everybody leave? I don't really have like a set topic, even though I did put giants and all that, but there's only so much I can cover that we haven't already, except the mountains of evidence. Oh, okay. The mountains of evidence. All right, Kimba, that's cool. Yeah, we need to reset those motherfuckers. I need to reset their jaw. That's the only time I like feel angry and want to lash out is when I think about, you know, like I've said before, people lash out when their sports team loses. Where's that same fucking energy? Or when their neighbor steals $5 from them, they'll gun each other down. Where the fuck is that same energy when these people poison our water and our food and just send $100 trillion to other countries when that money should be going to our people that are poor and are homeless and don't have food? And you know, maybe when everything collapses, people will be like, damn, those crazy conspiracy theorists were fucking right. Well, I would like to take some of them out myself. like a video game. Comfortable delusion, for real. I tell my friends the dollar's gonna collapse soon. One more country that's gonna take the Chinese yen, and we're done. And I know they're gonna go take the yen, and that's gonna be the government's whole play out. Oh, it's not our fault. Like these people put us in debt. We didn't, right? Um, just like the police. All right, the police, the so-called constitutional rights we have, right? So when the cops, I watched this video. The cop, I posted on my community page. They stopped a guy from jogging. Try to force him to ID. He wouldn't ID. The lady said her husband was this so-called black guy with black shorts and a dark green shirt. This guy had a lime green shirt and white shorts and a beard. The lady even said, not only did they kidnap the guy, put him in cuffs, so that proves right there we're guilty to proven innocent. That's kidnapping by taking them without any proof of a crime. But anyway, the point is, cops commit crimes on us, and they just get reprimanded. They should be fired and locked up for committing these crimes. And when people sue them, we shouldn't have to pay out our tax money. They should pay out their fucking pocket. Just like I commit a crime and say I stole $1,000 in clothes, I gotta pay that when I go to court and they hit me with fines. It don't come out of tax money, so the police should pay out their fucking pocket. That'll change their tone. And two, the government put us in debt. They should pay out their fucking pocket to fix that. They fucked up. We got to put our foot down. Kimba.
Hey.
Definitely got to put our foot down on the clowns.
Some of us are gonna remember. We can't control other people. That's like pissing in the wind,
Yeah,
you know? You get people to try to be aware.
Try to put these headphones in.
No. That's all. It did not start, but yeah. Trying to get computer set up here. I know you're gonna go live. You shocked me.
Oh.
That was shocking.
Hold on, Kimba.
Ooh. Okay, no problem.
Try to hook these headphones up and see if it'll work.
I wish Paula could come up, yeah. Because Paula would have a lot. Understanding each other's black voice and Ed likes to put periods.
God.
Yeah, I noticed that, Paula. They put periods and question marks now after our comments. Where they do not belong. I'm tired of Hey, smoking G-sharp. I like to call. I think that's a little bit of psychological warfare. Booby Tooby
No,
Paula. You know what I
no,
mean?
this one.
Huh? What? Who are you talking to?
Christ.
I think they do that psychologically, Paula. You know, just messing with fixing it, and people take the words the wrong way. You know,
Hold on,
that's my
Kimbo, I'm
thought.
coming. I'm trying to pair these stupid headphones. If it'll ever work.
Okay. Okay. Peace, chat.
What's going on here?
Oops. Oh, no, I almost tripped over my computer just now. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Everything's good.
all right, here we go. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Am I good?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All
Chat,
right,
can you hear?
awesome.
Can you hear?
Now I could hear you. Yep. Good.
Charles?
You're breaking up a little bit, but a little choppy. Smoking in G sharp. Peace.
Cutting out to me. Chat, can you hear Charles?
Yeah, I could hear you. Yeah.
Oh,
Can you hear
okay, I
me?
can hear you now. Okay.
All right.
Yes. Okay, that's good.
But yeah, you know, since that whole event that happened with the someone had told me they passed over 200 laws, if I'm not mistaken. Now, how the hell are these people passing laws when I started to research this so-called Constitution, right? Free to do as you're told, right? A fake ass freedom. You're not laws aren't supposed to be passed unless they go through the people, but somehow these fucks still pass laws without us having any say in anything. They use these events
But
to
remember, if you
find
remember,
ways.
but remember, Charles, if
Huh?
our votes, you know, for the people that believe in the fact that our votes do not count and matter, that wouldn't be too hard for me
Yeah,
to believe. You know, if our votes
yeah,
don't
they
matter
don't
for
for
just the
sure.
presidency, why would they for any other law that comes along? You know, like that's why I say
That
like
shit's
delusional
rigged.
freedom. They want us to think, yeah, like they want us to
Yeah,
think
it's
we're part of, we have say, and no, we don't have none of that. That's why I say it's like a delusional freedom. And people like I get to
yeah,
work, pay my own bills, and do all this, and they consider that freedom. They ain't looking. But then let me also say another thing. Let me say another thing. I would like to say this, okay? Because for a long time, I lived in the mode of like that, like them, you know, whatever. Most want to get them all slavery law. Then you know what and this is for me. I'm speaking for me. Then you know what I realized? I'm like, I am actually putting myself, my own self, in a state of mind of living like a slave. Just by going, you know, by saying that and thinking it, it's like I'm aware, I get it. But if I keep thinking that and thinking it and thinking it, I am putting, you know, in my brain, at the front, at the back of my brain, all over, and my emotions, frustration, all that, that in the fact that I am a slave. So what I've been trying to do, Charles, is kind of turn my train of thinking around like, I'm not no slave. You know what I mean? I'm free, even though I realize what they do, I try to turn it around like, no, I'm as free as a bird, I'm free. Yeah, I'm free because I want to live in that state of mind. You know what I mean? Like, you pick what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, if we live in this state of mind, like, oh, they did this, did that. I think of what is it going to do to our health? What can we do? Like, what can we do to my health, my state of mind? And would I always be aggravated and upset? Oh, I experienced it for a few years. And that's exactly what I was, It's like aggravated, mad all the time. We can't wait to take this. Oh, I did this wrong. And I was living in that state of mind all the time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Do you? Okay. Because I
I'm
mean,
always
we're like,
fucking,
you know,
not always, but it is pretty miserable. Uh, Starting to realize a lot of stuff, and the more you research and the more you know. I mean, yeah, it's miserable. Um, like especially the news. My roommate watches the news, and I try to break it down. It's all bullshit. I see right through it. But for some reason, even a lot of people just don't get it. They can't see through it. So it gets aggravating
and
at
a lot
times.
aren't trying.
Peace,
Yeah, and a lot of people aren't
peace.
trying to see. They don't. Yeah, they don't want to see.
I just want to say peace to Sugar Seas. All right, go ahead,
Oh,
Kendall.
okay.
Sorry.
Sugar seas, yes. Hey, sugar seas. Yeah, and then you think of everyone's situation, like what they're in, dealing with, whether they're working, they're retired, are they in good relationships, are they in abusive relationships, are they all alone, are they homeless? You look at what everyone's involved in, and it's like, do all those people, are they in a situation that want to be aware of this stuff, of the society? A lot of them probably don't even. I told you that one day. Remember, I was telling you one day, I said, some people get mad if you make their order wrong when they go get food. People come unglued over that. Sometimes I witness myself becoming unglued because maybe I can't open a bottle or something. That's when I stop and go, wait a minute. you know, I just freaked out because I couldn't open a bottle. And I'm like, then I think about humanity. And I'm like, but we want all kinds of people to be aware of all this. I'm like, I don't know. If I had a chance to go back in time and maybe not know, I might not want to know. You know, it's like you kind of want to know, but the emotions that go with it and accepting it all, that takes a lot. That takes a strong person to handle that. There, I said it. Very strong. Because as you know, it's a total mind warp. It's a mind warp. People over here like, what? They did that? Nope. Sorry, not buying it. No. What's that? No, no. You know, it's like fear and cram and trauma down people's throat. That's what it's like doing. We're gonna freak you all out. We're gonna shove all this stuff down your throat, whether you like it or not. And I know because I went around and did it to people. I was doing it myself to people, and I stopped. Like, wait a minute, you're terrorizing the piss out of people. They're already terrorized. Why am I gonna terrorize them more? That's how I see it. That's my outlook.
Yeah, we're so divided from
Yeah.
the government did a good job with their psyops and agendas to divide us all up.
Yep. And at every which angle, if you wrap your whole head around it, and that's why I say it's very disturbing. If people sat down and let's say they got a whole lesson on how this world works completely between gematria, the numerology, the symbology, the secret site, everything up, down, in between, upcoming from the. If everyone wrapped their head around all that, most people wouldn't make it. They wouldn't want to believe it. They would run. They would fight people. It would get out of control.
I wonder how that works though with this gematria. Like they use certain time, certain star alignment, certain ley lines, all the way down to with their letters and numbers. Um, like I looked my name up with this gematria and seeing what aligns with my name, but I watched this. What's the guy's channel? I posted him in my um, I posted them on my, what's that called? Anyway, where I post the pictures. Osun Yemi Peace. And he was breaking down, like I said earlier, about the September thing. And that year, it was in the NBA, it was the Spurs beat the New York Knicks. Check this out. 4-1. Now, 41, I think, aligns with human sacrifice, if I'm not mistaken, and other stuff. Then the Super Bowl, it was, the San Antonio Spurs had Duncan and Robinson. They were called the Twin Towers. Then, for football that year, the Ravens beat the Jets, and their score added up to 41. Then, the Subway Series that year was the Yankees beat the Mets 4-1. And the New York Mets, where was their stadium? In Queens? It was the Subway Series. It was, what did they say? It was the 7 train versus the 4 train? Or 2 train. I know I took the 2 and the 6 to Bronx. I don't know. But even Derek Jeter's name lined up to 77. 41 to 77 seemed to be just like the Pentagon. 77. Flight 77. Just so much shit was lining up. I just couldn't believe it. And they do use the sports a lot. Like, remember when Louisiana got hit with that hurricane that year? The Saints won the Super Bowl. Then that Boston event that happened, the Red Sox won that year. I mean, the Roman circus is factual. The Roman circus, man.
So you mean like, hold on, because I didn't know about that part. So you mean like they're lining up sports events with like tragedies?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep,
factual. Sports events with actual tragedies?
Yeah, with the gematria, you could align all that stuff. Yep.
With the sports. Okay, yeah. Okay, because I just figured out the connection with the taking God out of the scenario and introducing the medical field. Okay, I figured that out. Now you're saying the sports events with that is crazy.
Yeah, like I said, San Antonio beat the New York Knicks that year. I think it was 2001. They beat the Knicks, which is in New York. They lost, and Duncan and Robinson that played for San Antonio were called the Twin Towers, and that's and I got to look up 41 with that. I think that's human sacrifice in gematria 41, or is it something like that? And just like the New York Jets lost that year, or no.
That's insane.
Yeah, the Jets won the Super Bowl, actually. They beat the Patriots. Get it? The New York Jets. That year that happened, that event in September. The New York Jets beat the Patriots. That symbol right there is heavy. And then the New York Yankees beat the New York Mets. Which the New York Mets, in their symbol, I got to look up their old symbol. I think has, what was in their symbol? The New York Mets. It wasn't the Twin Towers, was it? Hold on. Let me look at Shea
New York.
Stadium old symbol. Hold
I
on.
thought,
Don't tell me.
oh,
I remember. Yeah, the old
it's
New York Mets symbol had the city in the background, but I don't remember what buildings.
oh, I'm thinking of like it wasn't like and it wasn't two numbers like letters combined. I don't know nothing about sports. Forget it. Scratch that.
Yeah. Who's in the NBA Finals this year? I don't even know, man. I used to love sports. I used to watch Sports Center every day. And then
Find out.
before I even knew what gematria was, I was putting this stuff together. Because I remember when that hurricane hit and then the Saints won the Super Bowl. And then stuff started aligning to me. I'm like, every time there's some serious event somewhere, the team's winning in that city. And I'm like, something ain't right, man. How is this possible? And then listening to Bill Cooper, when he said, "Peace, Rebecca Broom," Bill Cooper was talking about the Roman circus, and when people started asking questions, they would throw them. They would throw the Christians to the lions and have sporting events, and man, all the way down to the jersey numbers, to the names, like. It makes me think in gematria when you put someone's name like Derek Jeter, where the fuck, how does his name align? Derek Jeter comes up to 77, right? That year they won the World Series. Jeter 77, Flight 77. The Pentagon comes out to 77. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine George Bush coming up to you. I think that even equals 77. I know. September 11 without the TH comes out to 77, I think. But imagine Bush coming up to you and all this stuff aligns with your name, Derek Jeter. And you know, what what is a person to think, or if they even tell people,
Yeah.
these names can't be real. For it to align with everything, it has to be created by these people, by the numbers.
Come here. Come here. Come here, good girl.
It's crazy.
Okay.
I wonder if these people really believe if the energy from the stars, or are they tapping into like ley lines and stars vibrations, like if they're sacrificing people, which we are energy and electric ourselves,
Yep.
just what, what's the purpose? That's besides them being sick in the brain. There's so much we're not told.
Purpose? I could tell you the whole purpose. Probably my guess. Power, control, greed.
I don't know, but I don't believe in coincidences at
No.
all.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say to you. Okay, listen. I have noticed, because I don't either. There's a lot of us that don't believe in coincidences, whatever. Coincidences. I'd slow down my brain a little. There's a lot of people out there that if you ask them or say something about that, the first thing they'll be, oh yeah, it's a coincidence. I noticed that. That's a coincidence. I'll be like, really? That many numbers all the way around the block for this many events? People just like, yeah.
It's a coinky dink.
That's why I say, and if you try to even somewhat be like, wait a minute, it's a lot of people, it's a lot, and it's over here, this end of the world, and over there, people, you see that haze go over their eyes, and they're like, no, that's just the way it works. It's like, okay, that's why I'm like, oh, if you believe in coincidences, right there, you've already marked off a lot of stuff you don't want to learn, because you're like, that's a coincidence. That is too, and that, and that, and that, and us over here are like, no, not. Maybe if one thing happens, it's coincidence, not like a whole big thing. That's not. But a lot of people are still under the illusion that no, that just happens. It works that way. Yeah, it does. Yep. We have so many children that go missing every year. I just heard the other day we have a child that goes missing every 30 seconds. I was like, 30 seconds? 30 seconds. And people are still like, yeah, there's a bunch of sick people out there in the world. Really? Well, they got a lot of time on their hands to be running around snatching up children. No, there's a deeper issue that people are still in the, it's a coincidence zone. It's a coincidence.
Man, someone tells me that there's sick people in this world. I'm like, where the fuck have you been? You just now realizing that? Man.
I mean,
it kills me when soldiers say, "We're fighting for your freedom." Really? You mean you're going to take other people's freedom so we can be an illusion of free? Like, we're not free, buddy. Where the fuck have you been?
That's their programming they've been fed, you know? Like, think about it. Just think like on your ends. Like for my dad, he went in the army at 17. He went before.
Damn.
He was 18. He had to have his mom sign him in to go. He wanted to go. They were drafting people. He wanted to go. My dad, being programmed, is under the illusion that we are fighting for the people's freedom. So if you're under that illusion, those are the people running around saying, yeah, we're fighting for your freedom, but not realizing what's really going on,
All right. You're fighting for the crown.
Yeah.
You're fighting for the government, their personal wars and genocide.
And then maybe some people want to go in just for like the perks and stuff, You never know.
Shit. What perks? The only perk you have is you're trained to kill, and you could be a very good killer.
Well, yeah,
they pay you garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. They pay you fucking nothing to be a soldier.
Yeah. I mean, like if you survive and they want to go through schooling and stuff like that or continue in it, those lines.
Like a baseball player gets paid if anyone should get paid like a baseball player, it should be a soldier or a cop. And even like the police, I was thinking the other day how they used to say protect and serve the police. Well, it's to a point where no officers even live in these communities, so they treat it just like a job. They don't care about any of these people in the community. They just want to do their job and go home. It's really turned into I can't even find words for it. It's just sad, man, that
like people don't care. Would you say people just don't care anymore?
People, I don't want to down people. I don't like I just sometimes I think people need tough love, because that's how I've learned the best in my life was tough love and learning falling flat on my face. It caused me to get up stronger than before I fell. But people become dependent. They want the police to solve all their problems, the military, the government, God, Jesus, Allah. They want to look for everyone to solve the problems for them. When we have the power to step up and do it our fucking self.
But again, now listen to what you just said. You just answered yourself. Ooh, that's why I love to listen. Hold on. Hold on, my computer's messing up with me. Yeah, you just said it though. People want other people to fix their stuff, but I believe it's because they are not aware of what they're capable of, They're not aware. If a lot more people knew they could do a bunch of stuff on their own, some might step up. I would say some. I can't say everyone, But I believe a lot of people would step up if they were like, oh, we don't have to go here and there and there and that and that. They would step up. But a lot of people are not aware. A lot of people think they are just, people. We are just this person. We are, and like I like to say, we are to work, shit, eat, sleep, and have babies. A lot of people think that's it enough because that's what they taught us. It's what they programmed us to do. But if people really knew how powerful we were, they might not just want to sit around and just do those, little programmed robotic moves, I say. They might want to come into the full power and do it. But you have to believe it. You have to get the information. That's how I see it.
Look what Rebecca Broom said. Peace, Chris. Rebecca Broom said, when I told my then 77-year-old Christian aunt what I had been red-pilled with in 2020, worship and then sacrifice, etc., she stopped sipping her tea and said, I know, Dare, they never stopped. Oh, shit.
Oh, my.
Yeah, my gramp knew the truth, but he was raised to not speak against politics and religion. He refused to even talk about it, even though he knew it was fucking, the government was crooks
Oh,
and the religion.
he probably want a target on his head. My dad said before, too, in the past.
Yeah, my
I
gramp
could say some
served the
things,
country.
but I like my comfortable fat style. Yeah.
My gramp had like 9 brothers, and they all served, all of them, and my grandfather. And he was so loyal. When my grandma died, he never remarried or went with another woman. That's loyalty, man. I respect my grandfather 1,000,000%. Chris, what's up, bro?
Crystals.
Hey, I had to see who was live, man, and pleasant surprise. Is this the first live you've done in a while, or have you done a couple before this?
It's been a while.
Is this like your first one back? Because I don't remember seeing you live since I saw you in the live chat of someone else's channel, but I haven't seen you live since past months or so.
Yeah, I've been having problems with my phone since the other one broke, and I just have no enthusiasm to even try. So I pulled out some old phones and charged them up, and I got lucky, man. It's worked. I'm using my hotspot to work my old phone. So hey.
Word. Yeah, no, it's good to see you going live again. You get these panels going, bro.
I'm saying, I've been waiting.
I'm gonna fix my phone tomorrow.
I actually think I'm gonna go live tonight. I've been putting that shit off for a minute, but I have the time and I have the inspiration and I got plenty of weed, so I think I'm gonna go in. I haven't rolled up a joint or a blunt in a long time, so like I think I'm gonna roll up tonight and go live and see what's popping.
What was up with that picture you had with this dude holding the 2 cupcakes? When I seen that shit, bro, I fell out, man. I couldn't stop laughing. That's the funniest shit ever. I couldn't stop laughing, man. That was fucking hilarious.
It's just funny because
Chris is crazy.
That was a legit picture that the dude made of himself, and then I just threw the cupcakes in there. I put Jack Talcott coming out of his heart, the golden little face on his chest, and then the cupcakes. And yeah, I've had some fun making some memes here, different personalities in the communities. It's been interesting.
What did he say about that? Did he laugh?
I'm glad you liked it. I got a couple of different things I've made. I haven't put all of them out, but yeah, there's a couple out there I had to throw out every once in a while just to show, hey, this is a thing. Check it out.
Christos, you do exactly what I do, but you know what I do? I use my funny face filters, and then I just call out behavior. I don't even have to say a name. I just call it like behavior, because I learned to turn my frustration into alchemy. And every time I'm like, video, there we go. We're going to make it funny.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because it's like, this is comical. Booby Tooby can be comical.
100%
for the baby.
We're trying to use it for good purposes over here, and people are just running around like weirdos. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, some people are out of control.
Yeah. Before the baby boomers was the silent generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, if I even talked down about religion to my grandfather, it was like I was disrespecting my gramps, because their generation's a whole other time.
Yeah.
And I look back at that and I'm like, I'm so glad I grew up in, like, my mother's would set the tone. My mother, for the most part, had no respect for after the Catholic school put her through, you know, the way they would smack your hands with rulers and just outrageous shit, man. And
Yeah, vile. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm so
What
glad
kind
I
of
had the mother
God
I
is
did
that?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, open my eye, and I love I came from a rebellious time. I, you know, I hated being told what to do anyway. So even my mother was alive, she'll tell you I hated being told what to do. I could do it on my own. So
Did you hate being told what to do because you could see through the crap? I'd like to know that.
pretty much,
Is that why?
like
Because
everyone,
I'm noticing, yeah, most people do that. Most people that don't
I
want to
thought I
follow
was
rules
crazy.
because we see through it, and we're like, whoa, no, this is not right in our eyes, so we ain't gonna follow it.
I was I was seeing through the crap. Probably started around 12 and 13, but that September event solidified it. That was like opened my eyes to the extreme. And then in 2015, when I started researching the level Earth, that just like ignited my whole crown chakra. I was just lit up like the sun. That's when I started to realize almost everything's bullshit. Everything's lies. It's all psychological warfare. Everything we live in a Truman Show, 1,000,000%. Um, and I just want to walk out of this shit nugget,
No
just
doubt.
like we did at the end of the movie.
Right? Get up,
Go
exit stage left.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
we got to find some lands they're hiding and go live there. But you know, they would probably shoot us. They'd be like, "No, the conquerors are coming."
The disruptors, I like to say.
Yeah, the
Disruptors.
parasites.
There's actually a movie called Disruptors that kind of goes into, oh, it's intriguing. I can't really sit still for movies much anymore, but I like to watch them in an alpha state of mind so I can observe it and study it. And there's a movie out called Disruptors where people did that. They made their own community because they were tired of the tyranny and made their own community called Disruptors. And I even made a short video clip on it. And they were like, we do the things other people don't want to do. We say the things other people don't want to say. Well, they get to run around and be, self-indulgent weenies. We take care of business on the down low, if you know what I mean. And they had like their own community. And I was like, yes! There's a movie.
That's a movie?
Disruptors. Look it up. It's called Disruptors. Yeah. It's a good movie. Disruptors. Yep. Now, don't get me wrong in the community now, because this is how, it's like, how the movies work. They, if you do, they push a nice Fruitopia environment, right? But then somewhere along the show, it starts to go terribly wrong, right? To just show us, hey, people, you can't do it even if you want to try. So during the movie, it's going good, 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 and it eerily starts to go wrong and go down, to discourage us that, hey, you guys probably couldn't do that if you wanted to, That's how I see it. You would like it, Christos. I know you would.
I've heard of the movie Disruptors. Is it older or newer? Because I know that name.
It's newer. I think it's
Shout
newer.
out to Smoking and G Sharp as well. Nice new. That's a cool new thumbnail. I've seen them around in these different communities. Go ahead, Kimba. My bad. What were you saying about Disruptors? Or you said
Oh,
it's fairly new.
yeah. Let me look it up right now. Let me see. Because I just watched it like a couple months ago. The movie Disruptors. And it has all good actors. It has good people. Well, you know, the people that play in it. It has good people in it. Where is it? When was the movie Disruptors made? Oh my, if you even look up anything about Disruptors, they have all kinds of stuff on here about ADHD people and a lot of men. Oh wow, that's crazy. Hmm. It kind of made me think of like that's how we would kind of be seen, you know, as a disruptors. Here we go. Okay, 4 months ago, the short clip. Okay.
Once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Okay. Oh, this is the clip. This is the clip I made. I want you guys to hear this. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the speaker. You have to hear
Okay.
this.
For sure.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is the clip I actually made and put it on my YouTube channel because it kind of describes, you know, us. Listen. Okay. This man goes to the resort to see what they're about, what's going on, like to investigate it. And then, forgot this man's name. He explains what they do there. Okay, here we go. Let's see, when was it made? Did it say? Oh, 1 year ago. Was it like a year ago? Something like that? Yeah, something like that. A year or two ago. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, just it could be unrelated, but the term disruptors makes me think of the timelines, like individual paths and soul paths, life experiences, people's paths intertwining and overlapping to a certain degree, and then some people like quote unquote manipulating the paths of ahead of people, and being like a disruptor in a way. What the possible timelines are for each individual. We can have these other souls or like entities of other dimensions kind of like step in and throw a monkey wrench in things, per se. There's always an outside influence, whether we want to call that extraterrestrial or whatnot. It can't be denied. There's something there that's certainly influencing the field, for better or for worse, and it's a matter of what you're tuning yourself into. So the entities that are parasites feeding off the loosh, they won't be able to get anything out of you if you're affecting your energy, for lack of better words, and building up that intention, building up that will, and being in alignment with the frequency that it is like a force field, like a barrier, like they don't even exist to what we call these spiritual parasites. It's completely possible, as toxic as this world is, you don't have to be perfect, just doing certain things, having certain spiritual practices and principles, you can negate all the spiritual attacks, energetic attacks in the modern world that happen against us all and our health. That can be negated. Just starts with the knowledge and then the enactment of true habits of health and self love. And really being able to see through the illusions, the Maya, the bullshit, and way woo way, being able to be in accordance and flow with life, walking that middle path, and being able to walk on water, walk above the demons, so they're going to stay out of your reach. They won't be able to penetrate the force field. These things are possible. It's a matter of building your spiritual power and building the power of your soul, almost like Dragon Ball Z or something. Anyway, I yield.
Oh yeah, it's like Dragon Ball. No, I like you. I like you say that. You know why? Because whenever I know I'm gonna go in an environment or around area that I know I am not gonna like, and it's gonna make me act weird, I put up on my bubble. I literally go act bubble, protection bubble activated, like a force field, and then I go out into it. And when I do that, it works. And if that don't work, I walk around people. See, I don't care how I look. I never did. That's what's always been good about me. If not, I walk around people and I go, as I'm walking around doing things, I do mantras. I go, and let me tell you, when I do that, the sound of my voice, because it's gotten very powerful, pushes that negativity away and nothing comes near me. Because if anything, if it comes to worse, they're looking at you like you're crazy. So they're going to stay away from you, There's all kinds of tactics you can use.
You had a camo hat on,
I know what you mean, Kimba.
Camo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Influencing the
Oh
field.
no, it's not a camouflage hat. Trying to find one of these rhymes I want to share.
Oh well,
People
let
must
me.
think I'm
I like
Okay,
the
let me.
idea that you're not
Let me.
afraid of doing the mantras and chant.
Let me, Chuck. While you look, let me play this part from the movie. I want you guys to hear this so bad. I like what you said, Paula. Good and bad disruptors. Good disruptors step in when necessary. Bad step in to screw everything up. Yeah. Okay, listen to this because this is intriguing. The way this man describes it. Ready? Here we go.
Tell you a little secret. The worldview's gonna change. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. Is your phone turned off? Oh, I left it. Okay. If you want to shake things up, you start with something small. You break a norm or an idea or a convention, some little business model. But you go with things that people are kind of tired of anyway. Everybody gets excited because you're busting up something that everyone wanted broken in the first place. That's the infraction point. That's the place where you have to look within yourself and ask, am I the kind of person who will keep going? Will you break more things? Break bigger things? Are you willing to break the thing that nobody wants you to break? Because at that point, people are not going to be on your side. They're going to call you crazy. They're going to say you're a bully. They're going to tell you to stop. Even your partner will say, you need to stop. Because as it turns out, nobody wants you to break the system itself. But that is what true disruption is. And that is what unites all of us. We all got to that line and crossed it. See? Yeah, so disruptors. All of us.
Bam.
Black Adam.
Need I say more? We got to that line and we crossed it. And we said no more. Okay. That was powerful. Hey, London man. Hey, I love rods.
I hate when I read my rhymes and everything's just going good and then there's a couple of weak lines in there. I get so picky. Wow, I didn't realize this. So,
Good to see everybody in chat. How do we stop it?
I said I walked through the pits of hell with my head high, searching for Satan's throne to smut out his right eye. I came to collect, even Kronos is out of time. It's written in the constellations, the seven wandering stars will align. The heavens have spoken, delivering the signs. That's all I wanted to say. There's more, but I just like that beginning part.
That was good, Charles. That was good. You're like, that's all I wanted to say. Come on, Bob, let's go out. Go. Run free.
I'll finish it. Fuck it.
Might as well.
First.
And let me just remind people, we have a lot of incoming energies coming in all over the place. And we're in Mercury retrograde, so some people are just losing it a little. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. And let me tell you, I will put myself in the mix. I'm guilty. Because sometimes I'm like, where did that come from? So that's why I tell everyone, just, calm down a little, because we can all separate ourselves very easily. But, for what reason? What will that do? Cause more stress. Okay, let's see your poem, Chucky. Come on, let's see your rhyme.
I said most of the time I have war on my mind. What? Oh, peace, London, man. I didn't even see you come in here. And I love what a name. I love rods. That's funny.
I didn't say it.
That's funny. I'm gonna make a name and put shit nuggets. That's gonna be my new name.
Don't do that now. Because then you attract those types of things. No, I wouldn't. That's just my opinion. Yeah, that's got my Polly Santos too. Oh, Rebecca, that was Charles that was reading. That was Charles that was reading. He'll read some more. I'm sure he will.
I said, I'm not trying to be rude, but all religions pay homage to Saturn's cube. Hollywood rituals televised through your tube. The dumb, deaf, and blind just don't have a clue. Jesus Christ, Julius Caesar, the Jesuit Jews, hypnotized through lies, agendas pushed through the news. The sun is masculine, the moon is feminine. Everything is off balance in the food that's poisoned with estrogen. Friends have told me my heart has turned cold. If you walked in my boots, you probably fold. I live buy and uphold a personal code. My life will be spoke of in tablets and scrolls, and the traitors to the people will be found with the fossils and bones. Scrolls, and the traitors.
Whoops. Yeah. Correct.
That's just a small verse.
That
Why
one.
does it always do
Okay.
this? I gotta finish it actually, but it's crazy. Whenever I write my poetry and my rhymes, and I go back, people like them, but I don't. I'm always so picky with everything.
Really?
Yeah,
You
I don't know
doubt?
why.
You doubt?
I've always been like
doubt?
that.
Do you doubt yourself when you
Yeah, a
doing
lot.
them?
Yeah, all the time.
That's fine. You doubt yourself.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean by rods. Okay. Sugar C's had showing those rods on her video.
Because
I know what you mean by that now.
we're interdimensional angels like us. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you're gonna be live, Charles, but we could talk about some deep shit tonight, man. The vibes have been crazy recently. We got this lunar eclipse, the full moon that we're still experiencing the energy from, sun in Taurus with moon in Scorpio, and I've been having a lot of synchronicities, kind of domino effect of synchronicities, and I've had friends that are having it as well. There's a lot of purging. I didn't, not like physically purging necessarily, like throwing up, but there's like definitely like some type of purge energy going on past couple days. Getting rid of stuff. A final release as we change seasons completely.
I've noticed that. Yep, I noticed it, and I'm feeling it myself, Christos. You know.
Yeah, me too. The internal journey is becoming more prevalent.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I finally finished this other rhyme that I wrote. Let me find it. I'll say that one real quick.
Thank God I'm stocked up on sage. I've been saging like crazy around.
Where'd it go?
I'm ready to hand everyone
my sage.
Right? Yeah, I'm ready
I
to
got
hand
my Palo
everyone.
Santo, but I'm not sure where my sage is. I gotta find it.
Yeah. Oh, sometimes I gotta walk around with it and hold it just for me, for myself. You know. You know. Get back! Get back.
Flinging it.
Right?
Flinging the smoke around the room.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me tell you, I could tell when I have stuff burning, like in my room alone. That's why I like my room. It's straight up. It's always nice and peaceful. But if I open my bedroom door, the energy from my house, the thing starts going berserk. And I'm like, whoa. So when everyone goes to sleep at night, I have my whole house. I had sage burning throughout the whole house. I clear it out when I go to bed because they don't like it. You know, they're like, that stinks. I'm like, good,
it's a good time
working.
to do it.
That means it's working. Yeah.
I said,
yeah.
I said, I've been at war since I was birthed out the womb. The perception as a child is nothing but innocence until you're consumed by the system of cognitive dissonance. Problem, reaction, solution is their synthesis. Common sense in the state of becoming extinct. A degree from the house of indoctrination is your receipt to show you're a master of regurgitating a concept from the elite. You have blinders on, your mind state is far from unique. Speaking so discreet. The worship of books going to war over words on pages. Praising all those deities when your ancestors are more sacred. This is the matrix. I see the numbers, gematria, back to the basics.
I like how that was nice. That was a good rhyme there at the end, bro, when you said gematria, back to the basics.
Yep. I like that. That's cool. right? You hear Paula, Chucky? She says, stop doubting yourself.
Right?
Don't doubt. If you're writing it to begin with and it sounds good to you, oops, there goes Christos. If you're writing it at first and it's sounding
He'll be
good to
back.
you, remember you're your own worst critic, you know. So like if you go back and read it, that's always a time when you can be doubted. So I always say go with your gut instinct. If you're flowing at first, that's probably the real you. That's what really sounds good in your eyes, you know. But we can criticize ourselves all over the place, you know, because you're good at that. You're very good at that. So Chris, that's you hit the wrong button, buddy.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, this is relaxing. I feel like I'm smoking like a chimney over here. This feels good. I'm gonna have to save myself down. So, when's the last time you did talk to Lucid? Did you talk to him recently?
A week and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah.
See, do I have his email?
I try not to bother him too much because his child and stuff, and
Yeah. I thought I had his email. I guess I don't. Wait, do I have his number? Oh, that's right. I think AK gave it to me. Let me see. Well, I tell you what, AK's out there busting his ass, working.
oh yeah,
I'm telling you, he sends me texts and stuff all the day of stuff he's working on. He's down at the coal mine, all kinds of stuff. I'm like, how does he have all this time? It's like, you know, because he's very super fast. I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot of busy time. I admire that, you know. That's a lot of getting stuff done.
I learned a lot on how to hack into your phone. How you hit this button 7 times and you become a what does this say? Hold on. To open up the developer options to the phone. There's ways to get infinite internet.
Oh,
Come on, man. My phone is fucked. It won't even charge now.
Oh, what is we got to talk?
This is not good.
Whoops. Come on, dogs. You got too many animals in here. Come on, come in. Let's go. Oh. Well, at least you got to go. You get to go live for a little while because you surprised me. I didn't even know you were gonna go live.
Me neither.
No.
I'm glad I
Otherwise,
did.
I would have been prepared. I was just working and doing stuff, so I had to finish, you know. Those pictures you've been posting have been great, though. Hey, Anna.
Peace, Anna. Is that Anna K?
She's live right now. Huh?
It's good to see Anna K. I wonder, I was like, man, whatever happened to Anna K? Of course I'm still alive. They can't kill me.
She put she put live, Charles, not alive.
Oh. Oh, my bad.
unless you mistype. She's just showing support. Okay, yeah. Of course, I'm still alive.
Because there's Anna K and then there's Anna 411. But I think that's Anna. It has to be Anna K. She changed her name.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know
don't know.
there's a couple. I know there's a couple.
What is this thing?
So, hello, Anna.
Felons
He's
lives
still alive.
matter.
Chuck could be so funny. You gotta laugh more, Chuck. Laugh. I like to see you laugh.
My phone is doomed. It won't even charge now.
You've been going for 2 hours so far. It's pretty good, though. Well, at least you got to go live 2 hours. Remember, look at the positive end. You got to go live for 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, but my other phone, I don't know. It's always something in life. Never fails.
Isn't that where that term came from? That's life. Or that song.
Yeah, AK is probably already digging that gold out.
I know, right? I don't know. Between that, working on like 5 cars at a time. I don't know. We'll see. That'd be interesting to find out. I would like to see you find anything, you know, because I always hear about it, but never see it.
I used to be a go-getter that wanted to work all the time. And then I started to see the bigger picture. Unless you have your own business, you're just working your ass off for the main guy to live his dreams out. To have a good paying job, you got to work like fucking Jerry Jaguar piece. You got to work like 60 hours a week. Fucking man, you never. And then if you have children, say you're a truck driver, you never barely see your children. You're fucking working your ass off.
Yep, just making someone else money. That's right.
Yeah, that's what my grandfather did his whole life.
That's why a lot of people now. That's why a lot of people now are trying to tap into skills. Now, from what I'm seeing, skills, knowledge, maybe stuff they didn't have before, some kind of talent, tapping into it. See if you could start your own business, do stuff, making your own money. Because honestly, in my eyes, that's where I see like the world going. You know, like if I don't know what's going to happen with the currency. I can't say it. You know, like I hear all kinds of theories and stuff, but for me, I can't say what's going to happen. But as far as like the whole mighty dollar, you know, that's just crap and a scam. I believe people should be going to their talents, find out how you can survive. Hell, barter and trade. I still believe in barter and trade. I still do that with a lot of people, you know. We don't pay each other, we trade stuff.
Yeah, it might come down to that.
Yeah. Unless whatever
The
currency
Jaguar.
yeah, unless you go for whatever currency system they come out with. I don't know. I don't even know what's gonna happen.
He's familiar with the gematria. Like I said before, I used to question that stuff, but now
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
They did it back. If they always did it back in the day, and they brought the money, and the money was a form of control too, right? It had to be. Yep. Put us on a money system. Some of these kids right now are already doing kind of a digital currency thing. I see them go on a lot of apps, do surveys, play games, do weird things, and they earn gift cards for places, and then they can order stuff online. It's like they're already getting the kids with that, and they'll proudly sit there and do it because if they don't have to go out, see, that's what I'm saying. The kids can be smart, can be very smart these days. They're like, what? Go work 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and come home with like 200? No, thank you. They get on their phone and like in an hour they just made a $200 gift card. I think it's funny as hell.
Huh.
You know, it's like wow. The kids don't even buy it. You know, and I'm not even kids. I'm talking about young adults, like my son and stuff, and his girlfriend. They're on the phone. They'll come out. Hey, what do you want to order? We're gonna get this. We're gonna get food. And I'm like, what the heck? And I'm over here like, can you let me in on? Can you let me in on the
They
deal?
probably do. They got ways you could do questionnaires and shit or something like
Yeah,
that.
and then invite, and then my son explained to me, he's like, Mom, he goes, you wouldn't want, he goes, it's this with the phone, sending invitation links to people, they got to accept it. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. No amount of money is worth that for me because I don't believe in it. But if the kids can do it and they can keep all their money, well, by God. I don't know. All these train derailments, shootings. Yep, I agree, Jared. Shootings, celebrity deaths, all by numbers. Sports, all rigged. Hence gematria. I don't do questions, just take pictures of receipts. Oh, you take pictures of receipts, Anna. Oh, good night, Paula. Have a good night. Paula's got to go.
Good night, Paula.
Have a good
Have a
night,
good
girl.
night. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, I can't wait till you can come up on the live and we can talk. Stay safe, girl. Much love. Yep, all by design. As George Carlin said, the whole world is a stage. It's a big club and we ain't in it.
Facts.
I could go on all day with the sayings that they just keep coming out saying. I take pictures of everything too, Anna. Wherever I go with my phone. Receipts, if I'm in public, someone sends me some. Oh, snapshot picture. There we go. They can take their club and shove it, says Jared. I believe a lot of them are currently doing that at the moment already. I think they already recognize it's game over, and that's why they're scattering and throwing up the distractions all up in our hiney And a lot of people are just buying it, and they're like, "Oh, look, this is going on. This is going on." And got everyone looking everywhere else, and I'm over here like, "Distraction City." It's all distractions to me because they know time is up. They know more people are becoming aware, so they're like, "Quick, curveballs! Throw them all curveballs!" And some of us are ducking them, and some of us are catching them, and we want to dive into them. Yeah, it's weird.
I'm hitting them out the park.
You're hitting the mouth part. There you go. Boom.
Wow, I've been live 2 hours, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, helps a little, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my tablet from now on, I guess. It's old tablet from 2002. It's a uh Jared said, I believe that, Kimba. It's over
Yep.
for them. It
Yep.
just may kind of difficult for us to see, but it's happening. Yeah, it is.
It
Their whole
is.
paradigm's crumbling.
It is. That's why, before I used that's why I said, Charles, before I was like in your shoes. I was over here like I'm gonna bring karma to them. That was you know, me and whoever else, that was my thing. We're gonna do it ourselves. But then the more I start to sit back and see more people asking questions, going and speaking up, starting to take better care of the children, helping their neighbors, and just in general, peer people talking. You see this? The bank's closed. I had to wait all day. Blah 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 blah. Blah. And over here, like, okay, yeah, I'm starting to witness it. So now that I'm witnessing it, I'm like, I'm not too worried about it because I'm like, I know game over. They're just gonna, they slowly just gotta, my eyes slowly draining the swamp right now, which is why I believe in the whole C word and all the curveballs they want to throw at us because they're trying to quickly, get that agenda going, get in order, and we're over here like it ain't happening. So it keeps getting postponed, and they know it and they recognize it, and that's why I'm just kind of here like because the
MC
cards are
Hammer.
crumbling. Yeah, the cards are crumbling.
Can't
So
touch this.
comics. Ooh.
I have 2 Chromebooks for sale. If anyone wants them, I bought off Amazon 6 months ago. Can't return apparently after 90 days. I had to look what a Chromebook is. How much you want for them? Or for one? Um, yeah, I got this. I think that's what this tablet is. It's from. Hold on.
Like I think it's like a smaller computer, Chrome, right?
Yeah,
Is
this
it
is an
kind of like
Amazon tablet. I think it's horrible. It's not horrible because it's doing a job, but it's just
oh
it's supposed to be like this is a tablet for like reading more or less, but like if I could show it, people would be like, "Damn, that's an old." Even the YouTube app, like I never seen a symbol like that for YouTube. It looks like I'm reading hieroglyphs. $100,
Anna
that's not
said it.
bad.
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say $100. That's not bad at all.
I think Chrome books are good. I'm gonna see what they're about. I gotta look into it.
Yeah,
I wanted
I
to
get
get
Android.
a
Android's good.
Anna said, nah, mine's an Android. Ha, it's good, bub.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's what I like, Androids.
Yeah. I heard Apple's the best for some reason. This guy that I know, one of my ex's fathers builds computers, and he only builds Apple. He's like, Apple's the best because you can encrypt it, and I'm like, dude, the government could break into anything. You can encrypt it all you want. These people, they got master fucking people that can hack anything.
Right.
But if you change your IP address, I want to find out how to do that, man. How you can change your IP address every second. It'll keep changing.
Can't you just get a personal one? I mean, a private one?
I don't know.
Can't you get
My friend Big Tom is good at it. He died.
There.
So.
Yeah, there
I
are.
don't know how.
I think there's private VPNs you can get because I was eventually going to get one if I started to run my mouth a little more, you know, if I ever made that decision. I was going to get a private VPN. You can get a private VPN address. So this way it doesn't say exactly where you're at. I think, from what I know, they ping off other towers. They ping off of the other towers from what I researched. A private VPN address. Because a lot of people do have that, especially if they're out there spreading truth and they don't care. They have private VPN addresses. That's why you can't find them. No? You have no clue where they're at, supposedly, from what I'm hearing. But then you pay for the private VPN address too. So now you pay for it. You're still being tracked when you pay for it. Yeah, see, I don't know. Sometimes you don't know what to believe anymore.
That's very true.
Right.
Did you watch London Man's part 6?
I started to watch it 4 times, but I keep getting interrupted by family. I gotta go back and watch it. I have a lot of stuff I gotta catch up and watch. I got Soama's videos.
So I'm getting ready. Puts 2 or 3 out a day.
I know she puts out very good ones.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to, just put my energy in the stuff I really want to watch right now, So hers is one, a lot to catch up on. And is it next weekend? Yeah, next weekend I'm doing a 101 with Soama. Because I was supposed to do one weekend and I didn't make it, so I'm going to do a 101 live stream with her. See how that goes. So that'll be very interesting. So, Anna, $100 for that. Anna, do you mind me asking you where you located at? Would it be that hard to ship it? If you don't want to say, that's fine. Watching Better Call Saul. Oh my, it took me damn near a week apparently. It's Breaking Bad sequel. Oh, hold on. I want to see what Better Call Saul. A series off of Netflix. Oh. Breaking Bad sequel, because Breaking Bad was good. Interesting. What did you do all day, Chucky?
Not much.
Did you just relax? Were you running around at all?
Yeah, not really. Today's a chill day. It's nice out.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, today was a nice relaxing day.
I wonder if people still go to the movies, considering Netflix and all that's out. Probably not.
Um, maybe depending
No,
where you live. Yeah, maybe depending where you
I,
live at, if they're open. You know.
yeah, there's a movie theater up the street. No, I don't have IG. I should get it. You're the second person to ask that, Anna, believe it or not, tonight. I should have put a Instagram. I had one years ago, but then somebody told me, what's FBI? And I was like, the police? And they were like, no, Facebook and Instagram. I said, damn. Huh.
Oh yeah.
Get
Well,
it?
we know.
FBI, Facebook, and Instagram?
Yeah, we know they run all that stuff, but it's like, what are you gonna do? You know, if you use it, you use it. You know.
Yeah, I know. I should, though.
Um,
Instagram has a lot of people. I could post my pictures on there, too.
I mean, honestly, if you put almost any black screen up in front of you, I don't care what it is recording you. It is monitoring you. That's where the
Definitely.
black
And
screen.
TVs.
That's where the
Scribe
black
mirrors.
screen weapon came into place. It started with the microwaves, the TVs, and it went on up. Black screen as a weapon. You know.
Yeah, it's a scribe mirror, too.
Yep.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the dumbest of them all?
Oh, Chucky, I was waiting for you to say who's the fairest of them all. You got to say that. Yeah.
A drive-in. Man, I haven't been to a drive-in movie since '88, when I was 7 years old.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I lived in Fort Lauderdale. That was years. Yeah, it's when I was young. Yep, yep.
That's when life was actually something, man. You don't even see children playing baseball or basketball no more. They're all on computers and phones, and life is becoming digital for real, man.
Yep.
Why play basketball on the court when I could play it on a video game?
Yeah.
What's that new thing they got? Those glasses, virtual world or whatever.
I never heard of that.
They had a kid in the high school. He was in the cafeteria. I seen it on a YouTube short, and he had the virtual glasses on, and he was on obviously a virtual roller coaster, and the kid was like, ah. It was so real to him. His legs were shaking. I'm like, get out of here, man. It can't be that real. Where it fools you till you're scared, like you're really on one. Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta have a weak mind to fall for that. The whole time I'll be thinking, this ain't real. I'm standing on the floor. You know, like, I don't know. Maybe I haven't tried it, so.
Yeah, that's the thing. Again, you probably got to believe in that. You know, I believe it. Believe in it.
The kid was shook. He was like, ah.
Well, I'm sure I would be too. And again, they have a movie. Again, they have a movie out for that. They have a movie where this man, what's the name of it? He was selling these glasses that when you put them on, actually it was a little different. You saw these glasses.
Oh.
Remember, you were able to see into the future a little bit. Do you remember that movie? You could see like a girl being murdered ahead of time. Or no, as it's being done. So this man got on a mission.
That reminds me of What's that movie with Rodney Piper there? When he puts the glasses, They Live. That's what that reminds me
They
of.
live. That's what life feels like to me now. Whenever I go somewhere, I do. I feel that way. I see consume, poison. Look at me.
Yeah.
Well, some people. That's how it feels to me now. Oh my gosh, shit. What's the name of the other movie? It's called Strange Something.
Lenovo.
Movies with Juliette Lewis. Oh, it was a crazy movie. These glasses help you see like a murder that was coming, and they become very popular. This one man was carrying them. Oh, that's what I'm saying. There's so much like a little bit of truth in every movie. Or maybe just to see how we're going to react to it and accept it, you know?
Jared said
Strange
he used to
Days, that's
work
it.
in the drive-through.
Okay, sorry.
That's
Strange.
crazy.
I'll get to
I used to
Days.
work for Blockbuster. And the only dope thing about working for Blockbuster is I'd get the movies early. Yeah.
Oh, Chucky, you need to post the link again for Christos. I can't scroll that far up.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Okay. I didn't know if you saw it.
No. Oh. Oops.
Minority Report, that's another good one. Yep. Dude, everywhere.
I got like 16% on the battery, so once this fucker dies.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll end it.
Come on, stupid thing. I get aggravated quick with these stupid things. Paste. Yeah, I bet you it was fun, Jared. Yeah, I'm dropping the link now. My bad, Chris. It took a minute.
Yeah,
I got free tickets to Universal Studios on Friday, and they have a 3D Transformers ride. Damn, in Arizona? Transformers? Man, all the movies up here that were drive-through closed in like 92, 91. Yeah. They were all abandoned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to go to the reservoir.
Because that's when you would think the technology was really coming out. So yeah, people stopped going to movie. Yeah. We have one movie theater here in town.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
They had Blockbusters like Dunkin' Donuts everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, in Hollywood Video, remembers that one?
Yeah. Exactly. They were everywhere on every street corner. I remember that. Yeah, Blockbuster. Then we had other no-name
videos. In LA? I want to go to Chicken and Waffles like they have in LA. Is it Chicken and Waffles? I forgot that Waffles place. What's the name of it?
Oh, it was Chicken and Waffles. I heard of that. Are you
it's
hungry?
In LA. The Waffles. Okay. Yeah, I am.
That's why. Okay. Where did that come from? Chicken and Waffles. Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, I wonder if the movie theaters, Jared Jaguar, have weird frequencies in programming in the movies.
Well, it's in the movie.
I know TVs do. TVs are like hypnotization devices.
Well, think it's another screen. It's another screen, right? I would say yes.
You ever take apart an old TV, the tube and everything? It's a copper coil. Man, these old TVs. I had an old projector TV. I took it apart. Man. And then I threw it out, and come to find out, in this projector TV, it had these giant copper coils, because there's 4 of them. And bitches are worth hundreds of dollars, and I threw them out. I didn't find out till after the fact. I was pissed.
Copper? Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day we used to strip down copper and take it to a yard and sell it and get money. That's what I did back in the day. Yeah. You got all extra
Man,
coins laying around. Yeah.
that's why plumbers used to say, because in the 80s in the crack era, people were stripping basements for copper, but that's the excuse they used. They put plastic. Plastic is so toxic. And copper would charge the water naturally. You know,
Yep.
it would literally charge your drinking water, which is better than plastic.
Yep.
I don't even use plastic cups no more. I got a bunch of these peanut butter jars that are glass, and I drink out of them. I don't care. I won't
Oh, I'm
drink
getting ready. That's what I'm
plastic.
getting
No
ready to
way.
do. Yeah, I'm getting ready to order a couple regular glasses because I do. I drink my alkaline water. It's like an oxymoron. I drink my alkaline water out of a plastic bottle. I've been doing it for so long, and I'm like, you need to put it in a regular glass. You know? Not in the plastic bottle, regular glass.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Mario Kart TV, MK Ultra. Damn. Where's Chris? I dropped the link.
Huh? Just waiting for him. He got lost in
Man,
booby tube
they're killing us in so many ways. If it ain't the air, it's the water. If it ain't the water, it's the food. If it ain't the food, it's the toxins, the plastics,
Or
the
us killing each other. Yep, or us killing each other over
True.
dumb things. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Now they got this new movement. Remember they had BLM? Now it's yeah, I don't know if I could say it. People uh it's called, it's in New York City. They named the street after. I posted it in my Simple Truth, I think's the name of this channel. The name of the street was called, damn, I don't want to quote this wrong, but something, I think it's trannies or something. I don't know, man, but it's something Lives Matter, and I think it said something along the alphabet people matter. They're starting a whole new movement now. People fall for it. They'll wear T-shirts.
Hmm.
They'll buy all the T-shirts up.
Oh wait, did you say you put it in your community post?
Yeah, it's Simple Truths. I had to put a video out and I shared
Yeah,
it.
Black Trans Lives Matter. Really?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God. Oh,
Yep.
they might as well say Caucasian, Black, Mexican, Chinese. I mean, come on.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Well, they
All
use that
lives matter.
card because they use the children for a lot of their agendas. They pluck the heartstrings and then they use these labels because it really like changes the molecular structure in people's brain. They hear certain things,
Yep.
it triggers them.
You're casting spells on them.
Yep.
You know?
Those
Like the
goddamn
doctors.
white people.
It's people going around casting spells on everyone else. That's the thing. If people are not aware and you do not know, people are running around, whether you know you have narcissistic tendencies or you want to be, hey, this, you do this, you got this, you got that. It's just a bunch of people running around casting spells on each other. And see, and what they did is they sat back, they got us to cast spells unknowingly, and we just ran around and did it, and no one really knew unless you've been aware all along, you know? That's why, like I say now, watch people's thoughts because everyone's thoughts are coming at you from left field, and it will, you know, mess up your train of thought and what you're already thinking and confident about. So, like, I'm like, watch your energy field now because people are coming at left field. They don't know what to do. because the construct's falling apart. So they're all coming at you. And it's like, whoa, incoming, warning. Because, you know, some of us have to survive.
There's a video about, it was kind of pissing me off. This guy was getting in this white dude's ass. He was like, your people stole everything and all you do is conquer, and your Jesus books are poison, and just going in on the dude. And I put in the comments like, oh, how come no one talks about the European slave ships, right? That really ruffles people's feathers when you bring that up.
Right? Or any race that was a slave throughout time.
We were all slaves.
Exactly.
But people just want to use what they're taught in school, a bunch of lies to divide us up. When in reality, we're all slaves. And the worst type of slave is one that doesn't know they're a slave. Anyway.
And remember, that's if you want to live in that mind frame too, also, you know. I try not to live in the mind frame. That mind frame with me like running around like I'm a slave, that would drive me crazy. I would really, you know, I would really be like, oh yeah, right? Okay, sure. Come on, we're gonna have some words, you know, so but yeah.
Yeah, the school, man, brainwashed a lot of people with their racism constructs, and just the whole word race. What race are you? Like, I don't know, whatever one's winning the race.
That's a good word right there. Pick apart race. Everyone in different races. Are they racing for something? Like they
to be first.
To be first
People
in
are
what?
arguing. The whole thing with race is, the main arguments are who came first. This one's supreme, that one's not supreme. These arguments were designed to have us tear each other down, man. When in reality, I think we're all first. We're all supreme.
Christos, you there?
Christos. I got a friend that moved to Florida.
Tell Tim by the avatar. He always has cool avatars.
No doubt.
Yeah, my friend moved to Florida, Kimba, near Miami.
Really? Oh, Miami? Oh, that's where I left. Really?
A guitarist and artist.
Yeah, I had a friend down there. My buddy went to college at Miami University.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was in Fort Lauderdale my whole life, which is right next to Miami, and I had to get out of there because it was starting to pick up and get really bad with the crime and everything. So that's why I moved out into the country.
Crime pays.
Apparently, in the society, it does for, you know, psychos, but whatever.
Rebecca said, no one above or below another based on appearance, but character is different. That's how I base people by who they are as a person. People are so much more than so-called black and white, and
yeah,
you know, there's so much more to a person than a label.
Yep. By character, yeah, that's good. I can normally see someone's colors around them, their energy field, and if I look at their face and their eyes, it definitely gives them away. Then I know whether to intervene or, I mean, not intervene, to interact or not.
Peace, Anna. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, that's legit. So you can read auras, basically.
Yeah. Exactly.
What kind of herb you
Yeah.
blazing up, Chris?
That's funny that you said that, bro, because I actually was literally, like, I just picked up the pipe, actually, and was going to load up. That's insane, actually. Yeah, because I haven't touched herb in, like, an hour or two, so it's really funny timing there. Again, it's stuff like that, you know, small or big, synchronicities I was talking about earlier, Kimba. So,
Yeah.
this is Blue Bubba. It's like one of the second or third times he's made it, so it's like version 2.0 or 3.0, better than the last, homegrown.
Baba.
Mainly indica. I think it's 2 indicas, or if there's sativa, it's predominantly indica. Yeah, Blue Bubba.
Yep. Blue Bubba. Yep. That's Blue
nice.
Dream. That should be Blue Dream, and Bubba is the parents.
When this tablet dies, I'm gonna try to come back on with my phone, but yeah, I got my phone. I could try to go live on that piece of shit if it don't freeze up on me. Every time I wanted to go live, when I would see you guys in chats, I would want to go live, but that other phone I have, it always freaking freezes up when I would go on StreamYard with it. I never understood why. It always freeze. Well, I'm just glad when I go live tomorrow. I know this tablet works, and that other phone, I gotta put that one on the charger. Fuck. So then I can maybe go 4 hours tomorrow.
You just can't screen share nothing.
No, not yet. I'm gonna get a new tablet too.
Not
I was gonna
even
say, like a simple
somebody,
laptop, like.
Oh, you muted yourself, Chris.
Go ahead, Chris. Yeah, go ahead.
You were saying something about a laptop.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kimbo. I guess he walked away or something.
I wasn't really saying nothing either. That's the thing. That's why I was like, go ahead. So go ahead.
That happens a lot where people go to talk and it'll be quiet and then everyone goes somehow at the same time. It always happens like that.
Yeah, that's because we're in sync. We're in sync. It happens all the time, especially if you're around a lot and talking. We sync up, so we go to talk at the same time. And oops, sorry, you go. No, you go.
It started breaking up on my end, so that's why I muted up and I started walking away.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Christos?
Yeah, you're talking about a simple tablet. Okay.
Yeah, a tablet or something. Okay, maybe he walked away again. But it's breaking up.
Yeah, I got like 2% left on this stupid thing, but I'm glad I went live. I was gonna seriously try to come on with my other phone.
I was gonna say, even if you had somebody else up here that puts something up, you couldn't screen share it because of your phone.
No, other people could. I could let them screen share. Thanks for
Oh,
coming, Rebecca Broom. Nice to meet you too.
have a good day, Rebecca, or night, wherever you are. Yeah, I was gonna say because if you ever go live and Christos or anyone else comes up and they want to share something, you could put it on the screen yourself, right? They just have to do it. They have to share it.
Yeah.
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 Okay. I just can't do it because I don't know how. Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna say earlier, once we can get you some type of simple laptop set up, I mean, you'll be good to go. You don't need a super crazy laptop just to run StreamYard and do a little streaming.
I'm gonna get one soon.
Mic check.
Yeah, we hear you.
You're good.
We hear you, buddy.
I gotta-
fucking StreamYard.
I gotta call,
my StreamYard's geeking. Y'all are like, there we go. No,
Yeah,
it's good.
so is mine. My StreamYard's geeking earlier. I gotta call Lucid, man. See what's up with him. See
Mine
how
geeks
everything's
quite
going.
frequently. Mine geeks quite frequently, so I'm used to it.
So I could go to Colorado with the El
That's
Dorado.
funny. Ooh.
Isn't
Do you know
herb
how-
legal in Colorado?
Oh yeah, I think that wasn't it like one of the first places that started being legal. Was
Yeah,
Colorado?
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what Tech
Yeah.
Nine made a song about called Colorado.
Oh, okay. Charles,
Yeah,
get on
and you
board.
could grow.
Yeah, Caligo's state. Yeah.
You could grow there and
Uh-huh.
everything. That's
Yep.
dope.
Florida's still trying to catch up over here. I'm waiting for the law to go through. Is it this year or next year? They're still on board. Over here, they're just raping you for money through the medical dispensary. It's just like disgusting. Oh. Blue Bubba. Christos got Blue Bubba. Now I know that is a good strain.
It definitely is. I've been doing some. I've allegedly been doing some DMT microdosing. The past 2 weeks, every couple of days and whatnot. Just very, very, very tiny amounts. It's really acting as a nootropic. In a way, it puts you into a flow state and like almost like this meditative state of mind. Like you throw a tiny bit of DMT in with your morning bowl you have packed, and the high will be just a little bit more dreamier, and it'll be like a lucid dream feeling. You connect to your spirit. You know, you get some transmissions from angels or the spirits that are in your aura, aka your higher self / selves. So it's a powerful thing because it's basically like using reefer in the morning when you wake up. Grand rising reefer is like, that's already a sacrament within itself, right? But you mix what they call dimethyltryptamine in there, it adds just a whole nother layer. And again, it doesn't even have to be a large amount; it could be a very small amount. But yeah, I mean, I was listening to this music called it's a genre called psytrance. So it's kind of like electronic music, kind of, but not what you would think when you hear electronic. It's more in depth, very psychedelic with the instruments and the noises and the ambience of it all. I was listening to this shit in my headphones. I smoked in the morning, and I was just sitting there with my eyes closed, kind of just going into visionary states and like really opening my third eye, just focusing on my breath, listening to the music, and falling into a trance, and having visions. Even though it wasn't like a full blown DMT trip, it was like all I needed was that tiny amount to kickstart my imagination and like start vibrating my my whole self and opening my third eye more. And now I'm more tuned into the field. I'm a little extra sensitive and extra sensory. Um, and it's a beautiful thing because this is what we're actually supposed to be like as
Yeah.
humans, as we are as a collective. We're actually supposed to all experience that vibration of self knowledge where you can literally feel yourself vibrating and resonating with what is true and what is quote unquote holy in the sense that it's whole. Yet it's individuated and it's empty. We are all holy. But I'm not gonna. I'm starting to rant now. The point is, we should all be in this elevated state. If we were more in tune with nature, we would have more natural DMT being secreted in our bodies. I truly believe. And we look at times past, that's why there's all these magical things going on that we can't fathom today. Because there were fucking wizards and warlocks going back and forth, fighting with quote unquote magic. There were giants, there were dragons, there were gods and demigods, hybrids, chimeras of man and beast. These are not just from mythology. Mythology doesn't just spawn from the creativity of man's imagination. And if it does, it's okay because man's imagination and creativity is actually still tapping into something that is real, whether it's here or not. It's manifested into this realm when those first thoughts are conceived. So whoever first thought of the Minotaur or the dragon, wherever they came up with that, that's real somewhere, whether it's in our plane of existence or not. Now the thing is, kind of like Max Vision, remote viewing with his channel, what he does, one could argue there's a very literal sense to mythologies, and that there were giant beings, there were giant trees. We've talked about this all before. A lot of evidence points towards a past that is supernatural, whereas truth is stranger than fiction. And we gotta really we gotta challenge the norm. We gotta challenge the narratives, and it doesn't mean we push it to a extreme on one end of the spectrum anywhere, but rather all in every direction all at once, which is ground point zero. It's that singularity. This is the type of shit that singularity speaks about. If you know who I'm talking about, he goes by singularity.
Yeah.
Implosion, the implosion field, the ground point zero implosion field that we all are, that everything is everywhere, where the micro exists within the macro, but also vice versa, where you can zoom out far enough, and what was initially the macro to the micro is now actually a micro. It's just a larger micro of the initial micro. So if you follow me, you actually realize the more you zoom out, the more you realize what you had thought was a macro is actually just micro to something bigger than it. And it's the bigger fish eats the next fish archetype, but expanded into infinity in both directions. If you can understand what I'm saying to a certain degree, there's always going to be that next outside third person view that can be taken by consciousness itself. So we have first person, second person, third person. What reality is like a fractal continuum of third person. Although we exist within first person, one could say that the ghost in the machine is existing within first person, second person, and third person. But predominantly it sticks to certain first person / third person, depending what your state of consciousness is and what your intention is. But yeah, that's how I conceived it as a kid. That's how I understood self-knowledge and the infinity of self. Is all you have to do is step outside of yourself, and once you step outside of yourself, go in third person, just repeat that process again, right? So boom, it's like out of body. Look at it like you're out of body, you're third person looking at yourself, but you're still yourself. Now you can take that extra layer of, like, imagine you being astral body, out of body, looking at your physical. Imagine that your astral body had an astral body of its own astral body, right? This is the Russian nesting doll thing.
Oh,
The
damn.
fractalized continuum, right? So you could say that your soul has a soul, or your astral body has an astral body of its own. And for all intensive purposes, I'm saying this because it provides a visual that we can conceive of, whereas it's almost like you dash into infinity by repeatedly hopping into third person. It's like hopping on the train of infinity, basically. It's coming to
Oh,
that realization that you can just get into third person exponentially, repeatedly. You just get in third person, right? That's like breaking out of the layers of. And the thing is, often when you're able to do that, that's when you're going deep inside yourself. Again, it's that paradox of reality, because the deeper you go within yourself, the more you realize that you expand beyond the furthest reaches of conception, and that is your light body going third person over and over and over again. So you could just draw it out, like, oh, here's consciousness hopping outside of itself after it hopped outside of itself, after it already hopped outside of itself, and it's hopping outside of itself again. And that's just how you paint the picture and zoom out far enough that you realize you are the Russian nesting doll.
Don't ask me for shit.
damn.
The
Shizzle.
egg goes inward and outward to infinity.
Right? That's deep. That's deep, Chris.
I had to
I like
I had
that,
to get
though.
well, you guys give me an environment to get inspired, and like, whether I'm on here with you and Chuck, or it's like I'm on Jay Phillips and Mind's Eyes on there. There's a
Mhm.
certain energy that's undeniable, a dynamic that's allowed, where we can freestyle a little bit, but really come to some awesome conclusions.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that you see that there's truth within what I'm saying, and it resonates. Although I can even admit that at certain points I almost didn't know what I was saying anymore, but I knew that there was some type of end. There's an end goal. I had my light
Yeah.
at that end of the tunnel, and I understood that there was stuff to be explored within these caverns. And it's like, I knew there was value there. I just had to have the faith that I could be able to channel it, because it's like, this is stuff I've talked about before in different ways. This is stuff I've drawn on the chalkboard or the whiteboard, and this is the stuff that I've journaled in notebooks and made blueprints of. And it's just a matter of being able to orate it and vocalize it in a manner where you guys and others can at least conceive to some degree of how we can gain some type of understanding, overstanding of reality on a deeper level, going beyond the surface, going
Yeah.
below and above the surface, and then also going like inside the surface, you know, going inside the 2D. It's not just 5D, 6D.
Yeah.
That's what they all talk about within the quote unquote new age community is 5D, but it's like, okay, we're in 3D, 4D. Let's not forget there's all these different D's, dimensions to
Yeah.
exist in. And ultimately we are the compendium of all of these things. You can say we have more than 7 chakras.
I've been
It
hearing
goes
that
in a lot of
too.
different directions.
I've been hearing that too.
Yeah.
We have more than that. Yep.
It's so like what's going on right now is kind of like just hopping into the pool of the abyss of of thought. Oh, here we go. It's just you and I.
Yep. His mom's
He said
dying.
he was on 2%, I guess.
Yeah. Go on. I'll talk as long as you want.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess what I'm just trying to say is, I'm just kind of going wherever with my thoughts. I get a couple ideas and I just run with it. You get a few things, like starter ideas or words or things that cross your mind, and you kind of start from there.
Yeah.
You never
Yeah, I
want to
hear
have to have everything fully scripted out. I mean, there's a time and place for that, but it's just like I was saying earlier. It's the people and the environment, the dynamic. And shout out to the live chat. I don't even know what's going on. I haven't looked. I'm sure there's amazing people in there. But yeah, just again, freestyling, being able to freestyle your thoughts.
Yeah.
Not just like orating, monologuing, and dialoguing, but pushing the frontiers, quote unquote, uncharted territory.
Yeah. Exactly.
Thinking about things in a different way, in a new way within your mind.
Yeah.
Daring to be different, daring to do different, having novel experiences, owing it to yourself to keep things fresh and not get too much into a routine where it becomes actually more boring and less helpful.
Right.
That's the real shit right there, and that takes discernment.
Right.
That's the nuance and the complexity of life, and that's what the middle path is being able to understand the grayscale that exists within everything, and knowing when you need to go light or when you need to go dark in the shades that you're painting with in response to the world outside of yourself. So I'm getting a little abstract here, but I mean, we are talking about paint, so it's only fitting. But go ahead, I yield.
Yeah. You have me blown away, Chris.
Where's Mark Basket?
Right. You have
I was
me.
just thinking about that earlier.
He's
Mark
in the chat.
Basket and whoever else called me a bomb dropper.
Yeah. He's in the chat.
That's
Yeah,
what it is.
that's deep. Yeah, that's deep. Yep.
That's the
Paula
vibe
says,
I'm on.
yeah, Paula says she loves what you're saying. They all do. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to go live tonight for sure because I'm definitely feeling the inspiration. I'm gonna let other people finish out their lives, like Jack Talcott and whoever else, Paul Enslaved, all the good people out there doing their lives. Sure, they'll be going for a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Because
I don't know.
the right.
Maybe I won't go live tonight. I'm not sure. I should
Okay.
though. I said I would. I've been pushing it off. I've been like not sure when I want to. I haven't been feeling it, but I am feeling it tonight. I just need to clean up a little bit, get the feng shui right in the house. Maybe meditate and get the incense going, do some yoga. I don't know, do something to get me in a flow beyond just smoking weed. And yeah, it's gonna be a good night, whether I go live or not. But I'm planning to go live probably like in an hour or maybe a little more. Again, I won't lie. I know people say you shouldn't do this type of stuff. I'm gonna do it to a certain degree. Going live based off when other people are live, but I see where there's the crossover in communities, and I want to pay attention to what's going on right now with the communities I just mentioned. So I'm not gonna
And
go
sometimes
live with no eye to who was already live because they might have a bunch of people in there that might be coming over to me, and it's just working with other content creators if there's some type of respect you have for them, and just working with each other, scheduling, spoken or unspoken.
And sometimes it's not about other chats too. Sometimes it's about you. Sometimes you want to have your own stream with your own idea and your own things, and then the right-minded people come around if they want that.
Right.
You know how I look at YouTube? This is how I look at Booby Tubi, since I call it now that Booby Tubi. Sorry. I'm sorry. Just lately it becomes, no pun intended, okay, but it becomes kind of comical. So I always say there's a bunch of boobies running around Booby Tubi, okay? So you know how here's my
You ain't
little
lying.
This is how I know. This is how I look at it. This is how I look at it. It's like a big hotel, right? It's like a big hotel, and there's all different rooms, whatever, you know, and they're all called StreamYard, and they're all different rooms. And then people come in the Booby Tubi hotel, and they come in and they decide which room they want to go to. What are they looking for? They're looking for this, that, and that. And sometimes the boobies don't behave in the hotel rooms, and they must be booted out, or sometimes they're given chances. And if they don't like that room, they can go to another room. So that's how I look at it, like a big old hotel of entertainment for people. It's just that's how I look at it.
And I know what you mean though, for real, because it is kind of compartmentalized in that sense.
Yeah.
And it's like sectioned out for these types of people and these communities, and it's good to have the finding of the like minds, but then there's also this like strange dynamic that ends up following all this stuff metaversely of like, tribalism, cliques, and like weird tendencies get stoked within people, whether they realize it or not, just through the nature of how these social medias are built. It's intended to like put people like regressive. It put people in regressive states of being, where they're acting like fucking high schoolers, and like these are lunch tables, the YouTube streets, you know, whatever the fuck.
Exactly.
You know, and people start like taking this shit like seemingly more serious than they would even take their own real life happenings.
Real life. Yeah.
Yeah. And it becomes obvious at a certain point with some people, and it's sad, and then sometimes disturbing. For real.
It's sad. Yeah, it's can be sad because you know a lot of those people that are acting like that and doing that, they're really hurt. You know, they're really hurt. Something happened, and they haven't dealt with it, or they're not trying to deal with it probably. And then they come on here, which would be probably the worst place, you know. And then you're gonna get bullied even more. Besides being out there, you know, in the public. Now you're on here, where people can hide behind computers. So now you just made it worse. So you know, yeah, that's sad. You know? I mean, there are so many people that committed suicide, from what I heard and stuff, from just coming on here and being bullied by people. I was like, oh my. That's wrong. Okay, so Christos, when do you think you're going to go live? You're going to do a few things and then probably go live? So we can get off this. I don't think Charles is coming back. Yeah, I agree, Rebecca. It is different when you know you have a willing, participating audience of like-hearted people. Yeah. Sometimes it just takes time to find those people.
Yeah, I gotta go here now. Actually, it sounded like we were about to wrap up, Kimba. But yeah, I don't know. I'll be going live in like an hour or so. You know.
Okay, so I'll look out for it. You know, 'cause I'm just chilling.
Okay, yeah, no doubt. It was good to talk to you.
All right, you too, but I always enjoy what what you have to say. It's always very intriguing to me. You know that.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, right
Very
back at
smart.
you.
You know, I love your soul. Yes, I do.
Much
All right.
love. We'll talk
All right.
soon, Kimba.
You too. All right. Peace, everyone in chat. We're out. Oops. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, everybody. Stay alive, not alive. So sick of artificial intelligence. I hear you, Paula. Much love, everybody. I don't think Chucky's coming back. 3 hours? No. I would say not. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming. We'll see if Charles goes live tomorrow. Good night.